Welcome.
Have you ever tried to laugh after you breathe out all of your air? Wait, let me try.
Wait, what did it say though? Okay, let's get started talking about blank, your guys' favorite episode.
Let's do it.
Okay.
And it might not be everyone's favorite, but
I know, it's not our favorite. It was definitely a good episode.
it's actually so good. I remember watching it for the second time because the first time I watched it, I was a kid and I was covering my eyes half the time.
Oh my gosh. I made Madison, our other friend, watch this video when we were 13.
Oh, did you?
Scared the bejeebies out of her. Scared the bejeebies out of me.
Yeah.
I think I don't think you can ever look at a statue the same again.
No, exactly. That part at the end where they're talking to you, like you said, and it's basically saying any statue could be a weeping angel.
Any statue.
And you never know. That freaked me out. That's what had me in its clutches for 10 years was that one scene. And I didn't like the dark. Tiara didn't like mannequins.
Doctor Who ruined mannequins for me. Mm-hmm. They ruined
angel statues.
My grandma had a little baby angel statue, and I was like, die.
Me leaving the Catholic Church because
I was like, there's too many angels in this place.
Too many.
I'm like, you can't trust them. You can't. You can't.
It could be any angel.
It
could be.
And so that's why we're atheists.
Yes.
It's for safety purposes. It is.
So anytime someone religious is hating on you, you have a valid reason.
Just
tell them about that.
Show them this episode.
Yeah. And
scare them straight. I'm serious.
Yeah, scare them gay.
Scare them gay.
Some of them are, so it's fine.
I'm not gonna lie, this isn't one of my favorite episodes.
Really?
No.
I think it's really clever.
I think at the time when I was there, I think I was super stressed out about it as I was a kid.
Yeah, you were probably too scared.
Now that I'm watching it again, I think it's a good episode. I just don't I get there's a lot of problem solving and clues, and it kind of seems like a murder mystery to me, which isn't normally my vibe. I thought it was a good show for a good episode for entertainment. But it just wasn't sad and deep enough for me.
Oh, you're not deep enough. That's why
as an intellectual woman, I just didn't get it. I just didn't feel.
I liked it. I mean, but I've seen it probably 5 times now, and I'm just okay, what about the wallpaper at the beginning?
To me, I liked the concept, but it was to me, it was too much back and forth. The doctor goes back in time, and then he has all these other people wait.
So you weren't smart enough to keep track?
Maybe that's what it is.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There was the writing on the wall. Then he had, I feel he could have just made one note and been hey, this is what's going to happen.
The angels are evil aliens. Make sure you grab the key and go find the blue box underneath the police station.
The transcript part, with the video, I'm you could have just said hey.
That's your logical brain, whereas mine, I was oh my god, that's so fun.
I know. I think I just I wasn't in for the mystery. I just genuinely didn't care about the mystery. I was just tell her. Just tell her that the angels are coming. Why do you have to play this weird game where you're grabbing the transcripts and you're passing it to this person?
I know.
And then you pass it to this person, and it's a baton.
Yeah, and also you have
just
to
tell somebody the whole story. Why do we need Billie Jean? We need Joe. We need Frederick. Why are these people involved? They don't need to be. I don't know. To me, it was just kind of annoying. I don't know. That's a hot take.
No, I mean, honestly,
I know y'all are gonna come for me for that.
Yeah, but that's okay. But you have opinions, and it's okay. Everybody has.
They're usually the right ones. So my
dad
always
if you think about it too, the all the clips. I was thinking while we were watching it, of him, the doctor, having a conversation with Sally, and I'm he just has read this, or Martha's holding up the transcript up behind him with flashcards this week, and he's just acting like it's a normal conversation too. So I'm well, I guess he is good at acting too. Didn't know that about the doctor.
No, like you're right, because
Yeah.
you're like, he's like, oh, I can hear you.
He said, well, I can
and it
hear
was like
you.
he was responding in the same kind of like tone as
He
if they
just
were
wanted-
having a conversation.
I think he just wanted to be clever because he loves showing off. I
Yeah.
mean, 10 loves showing off.
But like, okay, to me, this doctor hires Billy to be a DVD editor.
Oh, he doesn't even hire him. He just is like,
he just
you
made
have
him
to
do
this.
it. And like, okay, so the doctor makes Billy become a DVD editor to put all the Easter eggs in 17 films.
That's true. In all of her DVDs, when we could have like put it in one.
Literally! That's why maybe her favorite movie.
Maybe it was because the doctor didn't want average people knowing about it, finding out. But wouldn't it be better if more people were aware of the
She's like,
terrible
those are the
situation?
17 DVDs that I have. Do you remember all DVDs that you have? Like, I don't freaking know. Like,
I have no DVDs.
I would if you gave
household.
me a list and then you were like, these are literally the 17 DVDs that you have in your house, I would have been like, I don't freaking know.
Be like, cool. All
like,
right.
I don't know.
How did you know
that?
You know
what I mean? Like, I was like, you know more than I do, because I genuinely do not know. Like, if you gave me a list and it was all the movies, like, I wouldn't be able to look at the list and be like, these are the 17 movies that I have at my house.
No way.
Like, I just wouldn't have thought about that. But I guess
he was like, well, I guess it's difficult for you to like notice.
I just don't understand why he needed to put the Easter egg in the videos instead of like maybe leaving the tape in a.
Yeah, actually.
Or like delivering the tape.
Listen, it's all wibbly wobbly,
timey-wimey stuff.
So
that I just wouldn't understand.
And it wouldn't have been as fun. And also maybe with the timey-wimey, oh, I'm just trying to put it in my brain. This is like kind of at the same time happening, where the doctor is filming these Easter eggs for the DVDs, and maybe because it's like the same time, same conflict or whatever, Sally and Kathy's brother, since they are watching the DVDs, the doctor has to do it that way. Like, do you understand what I'm saying?
No. Maybe you're not smart.
I'm short-circuiting.
I'm literally no. I think the problem is I was short-circuiting the whole time, because like I get the fact that he's writing the transcript, but then how did the doctor get the transcript before? Oh, I guess because the doctor's from the future.
Yeah, so that doctor in the videos
future
is later than the doctor that Sally meets at the end.
Yeah. I don't know.
But I was also thinking about that, like, how does he meet Sally during this and then after meet the angels, if at this point the angels have already been like staring at each other in the basement? Like, do they just find a different one in the city? Because then if they do that and then they go back in time, then they still got to worry about this other future angel. I'm thinking too hard.
I know.
It's like not meant to be enjoyed this way.
I think that's the problem with this episode, and I just like didn't understand how this all looped together.
I understood it before you told me to look into it just now.
I just don't think about it. Just don't think
about it. Don't even think.
Don't even think. It was just kind of like a little brain fart for me, I think.
Yeah, so it wasn't your favorite. I think it's like up there because I love the 10th Doctor. So any episode of his, I'm automatically going to probably like
rank it as number 1. It's already like gained 5 points in Alyssa's head.
Yeah, I think so.
With David Tennant's in there. But yeah, what else did you have to say about this?
I thought that I remember thinking this like when I was a kid too, the first time I watched it, like the angels kill you in such a unique way. They're like not really trying to take over the world. They're not trying to, I don't know, just like murder you in cold blood. They just touch you and then you go back in time and then live a full life. And the doctor explains it too, and I was like, that's kind of cool.
Yeah, and that's why they wanted the TARDIS, because it just has a whole bunch of potential energy.
Yeah, like time energy.
Time energy that they would have been able to feed off of forever. Yeah. So yeah. Interesting stuff.
Yeah, you sound really interested.
I don't know. For some reason, it's just that episode just like, it was entertaining, but it wasn't like, I don't know, it just didn't like tickle the cooch just like it normally does.
The fans are gonna have a field day with you. They're gonna be like,
Tyara! She knows nothing.
Fake fan.
Fake fan.
Fake fan. How can you be a real fan if you don't like the #1 rated Doctor Who episode?
Because they're small-minded people. I'm just kidding.
They're not deep.
They're not deep.
No, you're not deep. Sorry.
You're right. My favorite like sci-fi movies are like Blade Runner. It's like very like slow, like in-depth
social commentary.
Yeah, like not social commentary. Like I would say like it's very like gradual in the meaning of the episode. This was kind of like entertaining for me. Like I thought it was entertaining, but it wasn't like the slow, like deep, meaningful, like mixed with a combination of a monster that's not as intense.
Yeah, it was more puzzle focused than like emotionally focused.
Yeah. To me,
I
this puzzle was too obvious. Yeah. Like they were like, here's this puzzle piece, here's this puzzle piece, and it's all gonna connect. But I like when it's less obvious, and you're like, oh my gosh,
you can kind of theorize
that connected, yeah. And you're like in the future, like it's not obvious, like oh, here's the puzzle piece, and this will help you out in the future, which was what it did the whole time. It was like, here's this note. It'll help you out in the future. Yeah. Here's this. This will help you out in the future. Yeah. It didn't give you like a moment to look back on and be like, that's why. I think that's what happened. You know, like to me, it was like, here's all the puzzle pieces, and you have them in your hand, and you're just like put them together, rather than like me trying to like grab the puzzle pieces and connecting it at the end.
I think I can understand where you're coming from too, because it's like, how many seasons has Doctor Who had now? When this came out, it was like season 3 in like 2007. So and there wasn't an episode like this before. So it's like, I think that's why it was like so big and like so good for everybody, because it was like, it was really different from a lot of the Doctor Who episodes. Yeah. And so it just had like this really big impact.
And it's a very unique, original creature, which I love. The Weeping Angels. The Weeping Angels are actually my favorite because I love just the concept and the idea of it. Yeah. So what I do give them props for is to create this really unique, amazing creature, the Weeping Angels, that's just like so like scary, but not scary at the same time because they're not killing you. But it's also like horrifying at the same time.
If you put it down on paper, like, oh, the Weeping Angels, they send you back in time to kill you. That's not scary. But then you see them on screen and they do like such a good job of like making it really like scary. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? With when the lights flicker? Yeah. That was really cool. And then they show all the different shots. Also really scary when I was a kid.
I think it would be like a great like hour-long horror movie, like actual horror movie. They should. Like it was like, this was like a really fun like suspenseful mystery, but if they really put work into it and like made it like a horror film, like this would be sick. That would scare the living crap out of me.
They should do like a Weeping Angels Christmas special, and they could be like gold or something. Like someone.
Well, we already have a golden Halo Angel. That's bad.
Yeah, that's true. That was
it. Like grabs the halo and just goes. And they're Christmas people too.
Yeah.
You literally just described literally described another episode.
Tyara, you don't understand. You're not deep enough. It would be the Weeping Angels though. And so it would be
when they would look exactly the same. It would be in Christmas and they would have
sharp teeth.
Oh, that's different.
Let's move on. I think this episode was just really iconic for the Timey-Wimey speech. And then also I just even when I was a kid, I really liked the part where the doctor got like a little goofy and he like has this machine and Billy's like, what's that? And he's like, it goes ding when there's stuff. I thought that was so funny. He's trapped in 1969 and he's still like, he's like, ding dong, timey-wimey.
He's like, I'm looking for time energy.
Yeah, he's like, I'm still having fun. It was cute how at the end, the Sparrow and Nightingale store. Cute.
I know how he bagged that baddie is crazy.
We'll never know. I guess it's really true.
Need to be studied.
Did you know that it said that you should like go on a date to a haunted house because like the other person's adrenaline will be running high and like their fear will be high.
And isn't it a thing like people fall in love with like their kidnappers and stuff?
Stockholm syndrome.
Stockholm syndrome. Yeah, it's like because not that I've had when I've not felt unsafe. But it's also like a thing like if you go if you like have a near-death experience with somebody, like the adrenaline will like make you attached
You're
to
closer.
that person.
You've only experienced that with that one person.
Yeah,
so.
it'll make you like fall in love with them.
Yeah, kind of makes
So,
sense.
if you want mad riz, take your girl to a haunted house, kidnap her. I'm just kidding. Actually, can I get sued for that? Don't kidnap anybody.
I don't know if you can get. Why would you get sued? Well, you'll probably get put in jail if you kidnap someone.
No, I'm just saying for recommending it.
Oh, I really don't have any more notes. We talked about everything.
See, that's why I said this is not a good episode, because we have nothing to talk about.
I feel like I've seen it so many times where I just like don't have any. I don't have a lot.
Wouldn't you have more to say if it was like a good episode? Like, it was entertaining, but I wouldn't say it was like in depth to talk about. You know what I mean? Like,
there are definitely like moments where I'm like, ooh, wow, like that's really good.
Was there like really any like deeper meaning behind it? Because I feel like I like the episodes where it's like, you know, mixed with like a social
it's just
issue.
like a fun little time mystery
thing. Yeah, it was like
there's nothing wrong with that. But
no, there wasn't anything wrong with it. Like, it was genuinely entertaining.
Debate with us in the comments. Tell us why Blink is the greatest of all time. Why Blink is the GOAT episode. The GOAT. Why is Blink
I mean, I'm not gonna lie, because I said Weeping Angels are my favorite like villain.
Yeah, they just stick with you. I mean, because Vashta Narada is my favorite.
The Weeping Angels episodes are my favorite. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't say this episode is my favorite, but as a whole, the Weeping Angels are my favorite. Like, this episode was good. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying, like, that's just not why it's my favorite.
Yeah.
Is because, like, I liked
well, there's other episodes with the angels too. I really liked when I think it's the Angels Take Manhattan. I barely remember anything from that episode.
Oh, I love the Angels Take Manhattan.
I remember when the Statue of Liberty
the Statue of Liberty was an angel. No! That was crazy.
That was freaking crazy.
That's why I just love the Weeping Angels. It's just like
they're so versatile.
They're so versatile.
And then, you know, I saw the Statue of Liberty once and I stared at it.
I said, don't you think about moving.
Don't
even think about it.
Well, Tyara, you want to wrap it up?
Yes, let's wrap it up.
Sorry that maybe we didn't love it as much as you hoped we would. All opinions are Tiara's only.
All opinions are Tiara's only. This has nothing to do with this. But thank you for staying tuned.
Thank you so much.
Let us know if there's an episode that you want us to review or go over or talk about.
I've heard Flatline, Fear Her. I could rewatch Silence in the Library a million times. Okay. I just watched it.
Well, then maybe we should redo that one.
That one's really, really good. Did you know that Stephen Moffat was thinking that Dr. Moon would be like the 75th incarnation, and when the Doctor was finally like done with life or whatever, that's him.
And he'd live with River
forever.
River.
Yeah.
Aww.
Yeah.
That's so cute.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah, that is really cute, actually.
Yeah.
It just took you 5,000 years to get there.
Well, what else would I have said? I have to explain the whole episode, every detail. That was super cute, and I don't know if it can happen based on like what happens in the episodes. I didn't pay that close of attention. Just found this out the other day.
Thank you
so much for watching
to Timey-Wimey Talks.
We appreciate every minute that you take spending watching our videos and commenting and liking and subscribing. You know, it takes like 2 seconds.
Yeah, it takes 2 seconds.
It takes like 2 seconds to subscribe and like turn on that bell if you want to. If you want to be like besties or whatever. We could talk. We talk in the comments.
Yeah,
you know, send us your theories.
Send us Doctor Who memes.
Tell us which episodes we should review next.
Yeah.
Yes.
So thank you all. And we'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Go watch our past episodes of what our favorite episodes were. Yeah. And you can, you know, bash us for it. So.
If you want to, yeah.
Honestly,
we might have the wrong opinions.
We might do. But
we might do.
We might do though.
We might do a little bit.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. Go
See
follow
you next time.
our TikTok at timey.wimey.talks. Skirt. Okay, bye. I'm gonna put a disclaimer. It's like Tiara's words and Tiara's words are not. Tiara does not mean this in this one phrase.
She's like, Tiara's words are Tiara's words only, and I do not agree with what she says,
do
but
not
she
agree with what
agrees
she
with
said.
what she says.
All opinions are of Tiara's. All wrong opinions are Tiara's.
All wrong opinions are
It's like those like medication commercials where it's like may cause death.
Warning,
people have died. I saw this one, like it was just on Netflix, or no, not Netflix, whichever one, Max, because we watched Doctor Who on Max, and it just had this like ad for like women with breast cancer, I think, and the little like the guy at the end where he's like warning, blah 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 blah, blah. Like there were so many. I'm like I don't have cancer, but like I don't know, I might choose cancer.
I might choose cancer. Having explosive diarrhea mixed with baldness.
Warning, may cause baldness, may cause HIV,
may cause your balls to hang severely low,
may cause your butt cheeks to smell.
You're like, I'll take cancer.
I'd rather have cancer.
The cancer?
Someone's gonna clip that. Just us saying, I'd rather have cancer. You know what we're trying to say.
Do we have anything to say about that?
Like, if I had breast cancer, I would be like, don't touch me with a 10-foot pole. Keep this medication away from me.
No, for real. Because it's like, okay, what if it doesn't work? And then I, like,
what if it doesn't work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
May have foot stank.
May cause toe fungus.
Yeah, toe fungi.
May cause nipple fungus.
Nipple fungus.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it, sweetheart.